Hey everybody, how are we all today? Hope you're keeping well. So, here we are with Dishonored. After playing through God Hand, I felt it would be appropriate to maybe dial things back a smidgen and just cool it down a little. So, we're going to be playing some Dishonored today. This will probably be the first... Oh, actually, no. I was about to say this will probably be the first stealth game I've played on this channel since Metal Gear, but no, I tried to play Splinter Cell and it didn't work. Anyway, let's get straight into it, shall we? Oh boy. Oh man, I forgot how good this music is. Also, remember this is going to be the only sight of Corvo's our main man's face that you're probably ever going to see in the game. Brutal experience for hardcore gamers. Now we're going to be doing this on normal. Turn the brightness up just a scooch. Creating it. Yep. Haven't played this game in about 4 years, so fingers crossed. You have just returned from a journey of several months, visiting the other nations in the Empire to ask for aid in dealing with the Rat Plague. You must deliver their diplomatic response to the Empress, whom you serve as Lord Protector.
Corvo, if only there was someone else I trusted to send, so that you could remain near. But there is no one else, and the Spy Master was right to insist that I send you. The plague has taken so many, and we must find a cure. When you are near, my heart is at peace. Emily and I will count the days until you return. Hurry home, and bring good news.
So, this was by no means the first game that Arcane Studios made. But this is the one that put them on the map.
Steady hand. That's it. Watch it. Cast off wide. Casting off. We're away. Take us straight to Dunwall Tower. Lord Corvo has news for the Empress, and we've come a long way.
A long way to bring bad news.
Such
the sailors say this
good intro.
Black magic.
Superstition. For all we know, there's a cure for the plague by now.
I love just you get this
Maybe.
perfect
We
little
live
vision
in strange times.
of this
Sending
amazing
the Empress's
world.
bodyguard away for a couple of months. That's unusual.
Well, this was important. We need help with the rat plague. Ho there! We're going up. Sealed. Ready. Turning on the lights. And she's rising. Home at last.
Restraining myself to not just gush effusively about how pretty this game is.
Pressure.
I bought this game basically like on a whim
Shut her down.
once,
The
like
Empress will be waiting for
way
your
back
news,
when
Corvo.
it first came out.
Fair voyage, sir.
Something like that.
It's been good traveling with you, Corvo.
Jeff Kernow. You're important because you're named.
Yes, yes. The pressure was too low. All these new machines are touchy.
Just don't do anything crazy. Sokolov's changed everything again, and we don't know what the hydraulics can do now.
Look at that. Look at that. Everything's so pretty.
Corvo, you're back! Will you
Aww.
tell me about your trip, please? Were there any whales?
I mean, there was a dead one on
Let's play hide and seek first.
the
I'll
ship
cover
as we
my
came
eyes and
in.
You hide. You have time? Mother's busy talking to that nasty old spy master.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Play the tutorial. Yeah. So, a few things. If the
Run with me.
if the title of the stream didn't give it away,
Let's see if you're so good at this.
suggested,
I'll hide my eyes
we
and
are
count.
going to be
At
playing
end of
the
countdown,
High Chaos
I'll try and
route
find you.
because I've never
Okay,
done that
I'm going to
before.
count to 10. Find a place to hide.
Alright. C to enter stealth mode, stay back up a break line of sight. Alright, so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here I come.
So this should be good enough because this is just the stealth tutorial. Q&A to lean.
I'll find you.
No, you can't because I'm a stealth game protagonist. But yeah, we're playing the High Chaos route because I have never done that before.
Here?
And this game is kind of built around the High Chaos route. Like most of the tools that you get are kind of built for it.
Okay, you win.
Yeah.
We should go now. Some other
I'm the best at
confused.
stealth.
Ugh.
Alright, zoom.
Let's go. Come on.
So, the only rules that I'm really imposing on myself is that
I think she missed you.
I am not going to be using any quick saves. If I get spotted, I have to deal with it.
Welcome home, Lord Protector.
Hey.
Stop moving, Campbell. And you,
Oh, hey,
Corvo,
Adrian.
welcome back. From wherever
He's
you've
going to
been.
say it. Oh, what are you
They
going to
sent
say?
him all around the Isles to beg for aid. A waste of
Corvo-
time.
yeah,
My
Corvo
elixir will
being
banish
mute
the
is-
plague from this city.
A tough sell. I am
Still
glad they
won't be
changed that
tied
in the
overseer
second game.
Campbell.
And even in the DLC for this
I'm
game.
not so sure that painting looks like Campbell.
Maybe don't insult the touchy artist while he's right there. Sokolov.
Saw my improvements to the waterlock.
Yes, the engineers were complaining about it.
It was a fool's errand, Corvo. The plague comes from inside us. We must all strengthen our faith.
Ah, you're one of them, eh?
Overseer, I must ask you to hold your pose.
Yeah, the DLC had a
She'll see
a
you at
voice
once.
protagonist, so clearly they changed their decision fairly quickly after.
Sick people, not criminals.
We've gone beyond that question, Your Majesty.
They're my citizens, and we will save them from the plague if we can.
Yeah, we'll get to him.
Very well.
We will not speak of this again.
Scoot forward a little bit.
Mother,
There we go.
Corvo is back.
Thank you, Emily.
Hi.
Leave us, please.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Hey there, you slimy little fucker.
Corvo. 2 days early. Full of surprises, as usual.
So he's the baddie, if you didn't tell. You take one look at the guy and he's like, "Oh yeah, you look like a Bond villain."
It's a fair wind that brings you home to me.
Totally not
What
evil,
news
yeah.
have you brought?
Hook-nosed baldy. He's only missing the eye patch.
I hoped that one of the other cities had dealt with this before, knew of some cure. This news is very bad. We're at the breaking point. Cowards. They're going to blockade us. They'll wait to see if the plague turns the city into a graveyard.
Are you okay, Mother? You seem sad.
Yes, don't worry, darling. Mother is fine.
Read the room,
Wait,
kid.
where are the guards? Who sent them away?
Mother,
Gee,
look!
I couldn't
What
imagine.
are they doing on the rooftop?
What? Emily, come here.
Alright. Combat tutorial. So, sword, left hand if you have a power weapon. Controller's block. Ooh, I might need to rebind that.
Emily, get behind me! Look out!
Well, that was easy.
Corvo,
The guy ran up to me and I just shot him in the chest.
In here.
No more. Not again.
Mommy!
No! Get away from her.
Oh, backhand.
Oh, Mommy!
Reminds me of Deathload. I wonder why that could be.
Corvo. It's all
Yep.
coming apart.
Rip.
Find Emily.
Jessamine, that was it.
Protect her. You're the only one.
I'll never forget
Know
you.
what to do.
You. Hannah?
Ward us all. Look at what he's done.
Yes, he's killed the Empress.
Quickly looks around for witnesses.
What did you do with young Lady Emily, traitor?
Her own bodyguard. Ironic.
I'll see you beheaded for this, Corvo. Peg him.
So we've set the tone. The writing in this game is not like mega strong. This is kind of before Arcane really got their feet under them in that regard. But visual design, it's an absolute treat, and the gameplay is fantastic. 6 months have passed since you were accused by the Royal Spy Master of murdering the Empress and conspiring to abduct, not adopt, her daughter Emily, the royal heir. Now locked away in Coleridge Prison, the time of your execution draws near. Yeah, you can see that like it's not quite as high resolution as the rest of it. Ahem.
This is your final chance, Corvo. Sign the confession, and let me give you the rights to put your spirit at ease.
I like the touch that it actually does the damage indicator there.
Let's give the man some time to think. Corvo, the Empress is dead. Her daughter Emily is hidden away, and no one will ever know the truth.
Yes, unlucky you. Tomorrow you'll be executed, but it's for a good cause. This country needs strong leadership now, someone to guide the weak. And that's where we come in.
There was nothing personal in this, even though you almost sank our plans. But it turned out well. You were in the wrong place at the right time, and someone has to take the fall. Goodbye, Corvo.
So he's not even hiding it.
Take him back to his cell.
If it were up to me, I would have had the Empress die after the first mission, which would have been a mission from her. Character like that. Yeah, that's a good one.
You
Have
should
her.
eat, Corvo. This meal comes from a friend.
Yes, I'm sure it does. But yeah, give her ladyship some time to be on screen and establish stuff. Little fire that warms is better than a big fire that burns. That's a good handwriting. Also, stone plinth bed. Oof. Poor Corvo's back must be killing him. Message. Corvo, who we are is irrelevant right now, just know that we have faith in you. Use the key to your cell. Once you're out, head for the prison's interrogation room. Take the explosive there and plant it on the outer door. When the bomb goes off, run. Make for the river and lose yourself in the sewers. You'll find some useful gear stashed there. One of the prison guards will leave a weapon just outside your cell, and good luck, you will need it. Oh, we need you alive and well for what's to come. A friend. Sword. Now let's get to stabbing. Okay, need a key to get through there.
So many people are coming to the execution tomorrow.
Assassination and non-lethal takedown. With the sword in hand, assassinate anywhere with left click. Hold left control to perform a non-lethal takedown. Using stealth and the non-lethal approach has benefits, fewer rats and weepers. Some people react favourably, and the final outcome is not as dark. Yeah, that's true. Alright, so as I said, we are going for the high chaos route, so we are going to be murdering the shit out of everyone.
So it's an occasion.
Right. A social event for the high and mighty. Come see the noble Lord Protector get his head chopped off.
They're as bad as us betting on the dogfights.
Let's wait for these guys to move.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch.
Yeah.
The solitary wing must be scheduled in
on you?
advance with 1 week's notice.
Okay, so he's patrolling back and forth. Hi. I wonder if this guy can actually see me through this grating here. Nova Prospect vibes. Yeah, that it did, didn't it? We will see some stuff later that has like real Half-Life vibes.
Stupid goddamn.
Alright, let's do some actual stealth in here. There we go.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event
Striders.
and approved dignitaries only.
There we go, that's number 2 down.
That's just ridiculous. Stupid rats. Plague. Elixir. Bunch of crap.
So now you haven't got any friends left, which means I can just knock you straight down. Aha! A gun! It's only got 1 bullet in it, but that's all you need. Okay, can't get through there. Hoppa! Uh-oh. Somebody on the hunt already. What do you have here? A gun! No! So Corvo apparently has the same like wasting illness that the protagonist from BioShock had, where he just like where you just gulp down anything that you come across. Huh, okay. Okay, so that got me the walkway key. Clive Barker's Undying. Never played that. But I could go on some like very dry sword trivia for you if you like.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
Oh! What the fuck? It's a sharp end and a handle. What's to understand about swish swish stab? It's a fucking sword, not a fighter jet. Interrogation room. Oh, and they have a big old statue of his lordship up there. Here we go. Duty officer's report. Corvo Atano, formerly the Royal Protector, will be brought in for interrogation. This is of the utmost importance. Lord Regent and High Overseer Campbell will conduct the questioning themselves. He's the Lord Regent now. Follow their orders without hesitation and keep the torturer under control. If Corvo dies and you're in his hands, instead of getting the public execution the Lord Regent wants, it'll be your head that rolls next. I love this. The audio logs are fed with punch cards.
Corvo's unconscious again. Though he's taken more punishment than the 2 men we brought in for interrogation.
When he wakes, we'll start again. Having him sign the confession for her murder isn't critical, but it might be useful to us later. The assassination of an empress is not a trivial matter.
I mean, thanks for just leaving the evidence that it's a frame-up right there, you idiot. Coins. We are going to need every penny. Safe. Bomb. Oh.
Ackworth, you lazy slug. Did you patrol the yard?
Sorry, not yet. I was gonna report that boiler leak from yesterday.
Forget it.
Attention.
Just do your rounds.
Tomorrow's
Reports
execution
trouble from both
will be
of us.
restricted
I'm
to the
moving.
personnel assigned to the event and approved
I
dignitaries
mean,
only.
in the low... Oh. In the low chaos ending, that's literally what you do.
Maybe wind or something.
Maybe wind or something. That explains the large, rough-looking man. There we go. Just gonna dip past all these huge bales of barbed wire they just have laying out in the yard. It's not a Ubisoft game without... I mean, this isn't a Ubisoft game, so...
The solitary wing is off limits to
Yike.
unless accompanied by an officer of the watch.
I'm gonna try and actually, you know, stealth a little bit of this.
Stupid goddamn.
Ramble, gramble. You go away, please. Ew. Your friend there seems to be having trouble keeping his lungs in. Hoppa. And he's out.
Corvo's execution is tomorrow, right?
Yeah, but everything has to be set up today.
I can't wait to see his head roll. Not everyone did, but I really like the Empress.
These guys sound ill.
Attention.
100 flags to find. Oh god, don't remind me.
Assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
You're such a choffer.
You're reminding me of Assassin's Creed 2 and those bajillion fucking eagle feathers that you had to collect. Okay. Whoop. He's on the other side of the door. Let's cut his ears off. AC1's director later said they made the flag intentionally bad to show how pointless collectibles in games. Sure. Sure you did.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits.
Let's come back this way.
Unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort to the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance with 1 week's notice.
Come on. Whoa, whoa. We're experiencing more bugs than I've ever seen before, playing it this way. We're over there. One thing that I always liked about Dishonored's art direction is everyone's so ugly. It took him until Brotherhood to include the flag and feather maps. Ugh. I stopped playing. I stopped playing at Assassin's Creed 3. I'm going to do something to make make things a little easier on myself. This guy to move away, and then... Oh! Damn it. Ooh. I thought you needed an upgrade to do that. Eh. Either way, closing the door behind me has made things a little easier. Ooh, tin of potted whale meat. Mmm. Brined hagfish. Ugh. It's a lot of horribly preserved fish. Alright. Plant the bomb. Stand clear. Go! Oh! Blew the sign off. Alright. Bombs away! You've got to jump into the water there, because if you try and go down the stairs, there's about 6 dudes with guns. Something that I'm kind of surprised. You have pistols in this game, and most guards carry one. You never see any with long rifles. Even in the sequel, you never see anyone with a long rifle. There we go. Travel to the sewers. You've escaped Coldridge Prison with the help of hidden allies. If you've reached the Wrenhaven River, they promise to aid you in your next move.
How many people did he kill on his way out of the prison? I guess if you'll kill the Empress, you don't care about a few guards. Shut up.
We'll get to them later. Yeah, immediately that's one of the few one of the differences between killing stuff versus not killing stuff. They have a completely different dialogue there if you manage to get out completely unseen. If you're reading this, it means our plan worked and you've broken free from Coldridge. One of our contacts has hidden weapons for you somewhere deeper in the sewers. Grab the gear and find Samuel, and where these tunnels dump out into the river, he will bring you to us.
Look at this stuff. Somebody's been down here.
Bottle Street gang, maybe. Watch for booby traps. Could be some down here by the look of it.
Good. If we're lucky, one of them will get Corvo.
So those rats you see there.
Conan. It's all merchants and whores down there.
Kids like you never saw what he was like. I saw him fight 3 to 1 in the practice yard. He's a whirlwind.
I hope it's me that finds him.
I hope it is too.
So these rats down here. Yeesh. So that is under a minute they've skeletonized a guy. Not even skeletonized, there's nothing left of the poor bastards. It's a bloody smear on the floor. Yeah, glad that door's locked. Do not want to tangle with those things. So you can use rats to dispose of bodies, but they will very quickly turn on you if they're in big enough groups and there's nothing else for them around to eat. Damien's journal. Amanda and I had only had enough coin to buy half the elixir we needed. Even that's all gone now. There's nothing to do but wait. We're very sick and there's no place above to hide from the city watch. They're breaking into houses all over our district. So we'll stay here and share our last hours together. Our fire will keep the rats away, but they'll inherit the city. Ooh. That's grim. Being useful around. Coins. Again, we're going to need every one of them we can get. Sorry, I need to get in there. I have timed this kind of badly. I will be right back. Okie smokes, we're back. Sorry about that. So. Ooh.
Aren't we supposed to load the bodies in the carts headed to the flooded district?
Yeah, but screw that. That's too far. I don't want to catch the plague, do you?
No. Doesn't the elixir prevent it?
Maybe. Either way, let's just dump them down there. Let the rats eat them.
So now we get to see the rats in action. So they are in... Oh, hang on, what's this? Some people are like, stop playing games, read a book. I'm pretty sure doing plenty of reading games these days, so many notes and journals. Yeah, I mean, didn't Mass Effect literally advertise itself on, like, we have X thousand words worth of lore? So, these rats are in the way of the valve, and if we jump down there, they will be on us like a shot. So I'm gonna throw these poor buggers over here. There we go. That's got their attention. That should keep them occupied for a while. Yeah, not a good way to go.
The assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our fair Empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody.
Delicious rat skewer.
Several brave officers of the state are dead by his hand. He is to be captured or killed at any cost.
So they have... I wonder if the Winds of Winter is ever going to come out. That's the last Game of Thrones book, isn't it? So we've got a tripwire, and that over there. Just yeet those bodies. That's the best way to do it. Penultimate. Oh, okay. I have heard lots of people say, yeah, that book's never going to come out, because George Martin is just going to live off that money for the rest of eternity. Like, he doesn't need to make another book. Here we go. So we managed to get behind it, and I just took the shot out. It's a great way to get free grenades. Well, incendiary bolts, but functionally. Book 4 and 5 was supposed to be a single book initially. Oh, God. He's pushing it. That man is just milking it to its limit. Scooch. Hoppa. Honestly, like, I don't think that the Game of Thrones books are ever going to see the light of day, mostly because people don't want Game of Thrones anymore after what happened with with the ending season. So, greetings Corvo, or should I say Lord Protector, as you were known before that title was wrongfully taken from you. Oh, alright, just rub it in, why don't you? We are servants of the Empire and of the True Empress, a group of loyalists who want very much to meet you. Take these weapons, crafted for you by the finest materials in the Isle, and meet with our man Samuel near where these tunnels spill into Wrenhaven River. All haste and luck, we share a common purpose. So, fresh change of clothes, a crossbow, and a collapsible sword. So now, I can't remember which button it is. I think it's not tab. Is it V? Oh, middle click. There we go. So we have a couple of sleeping darts, a couple of lethal darts, 2 incendiary bolts, and 9 bullets. C to slide while sprinting. Yeah! Action slide. People figured out where Martin went wrong. Originally he wanted to do a time skip after book 3, but then scrapped it, so now he's struggling to get all the characters where they were supposed to be after a time skip without a time skip. Oof! That must be rough. Jelly, if you're too daft to remember, look to your whiskey for the answer. If you want your share, you'll sort it out. If not, come back for it next month. So, as is tradition, in these such games, the first code is 451. There you go. Ooh, more a toolbox. 50 quid. And a health potion. Sorry, Jelly, but I need that more than you do. Ah, here we go. Hoppa. Honestly, though, I don't think...
Get past me, sir. Do you know who we're hunting here? Don't try to take him out alone.
But what if no one from the squad is around?
Then try to make a lot of noise when you die. Knock something over if you can.
Bastard.
I don't think that the new Game of Thrones book will see the light of day, because...
Smells like a dead weeper in here.
Yeah, it's because there's probably a number of dead weepers in here. Alright. How do I drop assassinate? Okay, left click on the guy's head. Hop. But considering just like how bad the final season of the Game of Thrones show ended up being, I don't think they're ever going to make another book.
Stay alert, you worms. He's not getting out this way on my watch.
What the hell was that scrunching noise?
Ha! You little bastard.
Oh. Well.
Stop killing the river.
And put your enemy off balance and then counter. Nice. Wheel of Time TV. Oh yeah, I saw some adverts for that. Another long-ass fantasy novel series. Yeah, but it's finished, I think is the key bit. Is that the book is actually finished. 460 hours. God! Woof. I hope you've got... hope you've got nowhere to be. Okay. So that drop wasn't enough to do a drop assassination. I guess you need, like, a wind-up. Back here. Oh, a little cubby. Chairs. Some dosh. Some food. It's here by the Wren Haven. I'll make my last home. It stinks to the void, but my grandmum's hagfish stew will drive the odour away. I remember sailing out on this river to the great ocean, that vast, blinding light and blue water. I was a tender 15, bloody hell, and our nets were always full to bursting. The old days, before everything went to shit. Anyway it goes, it's either the boots of the watch against my skull, the teeth of the rats on my bones, or the tremble of the plague all over my skin. Don't matter none to me. Poor guy. Pacing got so bad the middle part of the series is known as the slog. Oh my god. Yipe. Alright. I knew that Wheel of Time was like a long-running series. I didn't realise it was that bad. Thanks for your healing potion, matey boy. Okay, you can scroll it. Okay.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. The assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our
they're just ditching people in the
disappearance of Lady Emily,
don't need that.
has temporarily
they're just ditching people wherever they can find a space.
Several brave officers of the state are dead by his hand.
More than several, thank you very much.
Over here. Quickly, I'm Samuel. And I work for some good people who want very much to meet you.
Nice sideburns.
They said you'd come out here. I could still hardly believe it. I'll take you to meet them. Just down the river from here.
Alright. Let's go. Whaling ship trundling by in the background. Alright, so he absolutely ganked our way through. 14 kills, 5 bodies found. 600 coins out of 1,010. There was 400 coins in that mission that I didn't find. One book in particular, Crossroads of Twilight, has the reputation for being an 800 page book where nothing happens. Oh god. That sounds just like pain all the way down. Hidden in Obar on the river, your new allies have plans to share with you. Meet with the Loyalists Inner Circle and learn what they've got in mind.
This is the Hound Pits Pub, closed for business. Half the district marked off as dead from the plague. We're right under the Lord Regent's nose, and he don't know a thing.
Alright, just hiding out in the quarantine zone. It's a hell of a way to do it.
If anyone finds out what we're up to, the Watch will break in with swords drawn. And now that you've escaped, the Lord Regent's going to be tearing the city apart. Take you up to meet Admiral Havelock and the rest of the Loyalists. The Admiral's a man to be reckoned with. If anyone can help you find that missing girl, Lady Emily, and clear your name, he can.
Right. Lead the way, my friend. I said before I'm not going to gush, but look! Look at how pretty this is. Look at the red bricks and the... The wrought iron, the huge smokestacks. It's so pretty.
I expect they're hard at work in there. Best join them. They'll help you get whoever really killed the Empress.
Alright, you enjoy your cigarette.
So it's starting at last, Admiral. We found our man. Even after 6 months in Cold Ridge Prison, he slipped out like it was nothing.
Leaving a bloody swath in his path.
He was the personal bodyguard of the Empress. You've heard the stories.
Yes, I have. It still amazes me that someone could get to the Empress and young Lady Emily.
No one knows the real story, Trevor. We all have our suspicions. We'll know the truth in time.
He's strong and quick. But I hope he understands subtlety as well.
Yeah.
This isn't one of your fancy dress parties. The reality is that we need men killed.
That's subtle as a heart attack, with roughly the same results.
Only with my wit. But it's a fair point as always. He'll be here soon, and I'm looking forward to meeting him.
Gentlemen?
We can continue this later, Lord Pendleton. The man of the hour is here. Corvo, I'm Admiral Havelock. A true servant of the Empire, like you. Until the Lord Regent purged those of us who wouldn't recognize his claim on the throne.
And I'm Lord Trevor Pendleton. I represent the nobility in our little group. But we all act as equals here at the Hound Pits Pub.
This is a momentous occasion, Corvo. I'm going to come out with it. We've been building a coalition of loyalists, aimed at ending the Lord Regent's tyranny and restoring the throne.
At risk of execution, we're committed to finding young Lady
Such a great touch. He's sipped his pint and the fluid has actually gone down.
But we can't do any of it without you.
I don't know why, but that always stands out to me.
Fight. And in helping us, we're going to help you destroy the men who murdered the Empress.
Sorry. You must be exhausted. We can discuss this further after you've recovered. But before you retire, you should introduce yourself to Piero. He's challenging at times, but his industrious mind buys him that right.
Yes. Piero's as much an artist as a technician. He's going to be crafting the gear you'll need. Go talk to him, and then get some sleep. We can talk more when you've rested.
Right. So I said before that just like everyone in this game is super ugly. That's what I mean, is that even these guys who are supposed to be, you know, my good allies, ugly buggers with sallow faces. So we're going to do some exploring around the pub before we
I'll be crafting your
wrap up
weapons
here.
and gear. All custom work. For you, I will create the tools of a master assassin.
So you must be Piero.
No! This cannot happen now. The tank of whale oil is running. Will you get a new tank from upstairs, please, while I hold this in place? Be careful. Oil's unstable. When it explodes, there's a terrible mess.
Oh, you can do some real dumb shit with the oil tanks in this game. Piero, no, I will not sign off on these purchases. A bag of powdered crystal? Tivian ore? What's wrong with the metals in crystal? King sparrow feathers? If you need feathers, sacrifice your own pillow. Brad Dourif. Oh, I guess that's the voice actor. Maybe at the academy everything you need was paid for by tariff and handed out willy-nilly, but this is my bar, or what's left of it, and we're operating on a budget. We're running low on oil, food, elixir, building material, and everything else, so you've got to slow down. While I'm footing the bill, I will not approve your purchases unless they're absolutely required. No more copper wire or special herbs. If you need those things, go out and scavenge them. Half the city's in ruins, so no one's going to miss any of the odd crap you seem to need. Funny that we've been collecting just exactly those things. Also played the antagonist in Myst 3. I have never played a Myst game. He was Wormtongue. Oh! Okay. So Chucky in Child's Play. That's quite a diverse roster. So, excerpt from a series of newspaper articles from prominent natural philosophers by Piero Joplin. It's through no fault of my own that the average citizen has expressed a preference for Sokolov's elixir over my own formula, sold as Piero's Remedy, a name I did not choose if you must know the truth. The public has spoken its usual message of idiocy, claiming they're spending their coin as a means of selecting Sokolov's formula over mine, which I believe to be equal, if not superior. You don't call your customer base idiots. That's basic. Don't fuck with the Chuck. I watched like half of Child's Play 1 and was very confused by it, because I wasn't sure if it was meant to be a horror or a comedy. Much has been made of the polarity of these concoctions as a means of resisting this remarkable new plague. I say remarkable because this strain works with an efficacy we have not seen in the history of the Empire. This plague, now making its way through the city of Dunwall, is unrivaled in its effectiveness. I have studied it within the blood of those so afflicted, and it is nearly perfect. Elegant, in fact. While it is true that Piero's Remedy and Sokolov's Elixir are known to protect the body against the plague equally, my own has properties not fully understood which relate to the mind itself and the spirit. Even he doesn't get it. It is this way that my formula wins out. Here is one should pay attention to this contest. For you see, Sokolov's Elixir, while it with its emphasis on the brute animal body, is a crass goo better suited for livestock. The subtle and secret variants in the key ingredients making up Piero's Remedy ensure that it works on the higher functions that separate humankind from the mindless blue-jawed hagfish swimming in the Wrenhaven River. Okay, so he's arrogant as well. I'll just take those and then sell them back to you. Portal. Just gonna steal all your shit, don't mind me.
The Academy teaches that absurd idea that the energy in whale oil arises from the need to maintain life functions at extreme ocean depths. The pressure and the cold are too much to endure without it. I speculate that a human being might, by a process of adaptation, produce high-energy humors in the body. I could build a tank that would slowly increase pressure on a subject over a long period of time and then observe them for years if need be to see if the formulation of energetic substances develop. Surely the Empress would be able to furnish me with facilities subject to the necessary legal amnesty.
Jesus, Piero, what the hell were you up to? Okay, I'm not going to read all of this. If you want to, if you want to read it, pause and read it yourself. Because, geez, 2019 there was a Child's Play remake with Mark Hamill as Chucky. Oh my god. Alright. So, whale oil tank. Carry it bloody carefully back down the stairs.
Perfect. Now plug it in.
Plonk.
Jet? Perfect. Thank you, Cole. Here, see?
There's a goodie on the back table there.
Assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face, but this mask will mean terror to them. If you just hold still, the fit must be precise. There. Can you see normally? Center lens out of alignment. There. Better now? I could create more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables, and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need. Tell me what I can make for you.
Simple enough. Alright. Oh! He's got stuff already, apparently. Various supplies. Right. Oh, here we go. Crossbow accuracy. Range. Reload. Sleep Dart Sedate. Is immediate even in combat. Do not have a whole lot of cash. Spring Razor Radius. What do we want to get? I'm tempted to get the pistol upgrade. Short range spread damage and unlocks all this other stuff. Yeah, you know what? I'm probably going to be getting into a lot of fights here, so let's get a nice tasty pistol.
You must be exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep. Your life will get even more difficult soon. You should rest while you can.
Gee, thanks. No, I want to poke around a little bit first.
You know best. Let me know if you need anything more.
Just gonna steal your star chart. And then we're gonna poke around the pub a little. Hoppa. Got our own distillery back here.
River traffic is forbidden from landing in the distillery district due to risk of infectious contact. Violators will be taken to the flooded district for treatment and rehabilitation.
That is to say, they'll be taken out back and shot.
Yes, very much so, but no need to fear. He is here to work with our masters.
People say he killed the Empress.
Of course he didn't. People are foolish and believe whatever they're told.
Okay. If the Admiral trusts him, then so will I.
Don't mind me just kind of looming back here. The Admiral's room. Windows... Wait, what? Windows 11 ice cream. $79 for a pint plus shipping. Windows ice cream. Explain. See, okay, this is all just world-building stuff.
Log entry 1-4. It seems we have moved to a new phase. Martin's improvisations have borne fruit. The former bodyguard has been freed and is en route to the staging location.
Blueberry. What even is a blueberry?
And my military connections. All we've lacked is the ability to project lethal force in a controlled manner against a previously inaccessible... to the point, we need a man who can kill the bastards for us. Corvo is more than capable of that, I have no doubt. Endlog. Is this off? Switch. Switch, where the hell is the...
Love that touch. It's just like, end log. Where's the button? I'm just ransacking your room. Don't mind me, your lordship.
My furnishings have been installed at last with no small amount of complaining by that antiquated boatman. The others have no idea what it's like to suffer as I have. Speaking of which... Wallace! Please breathe 2 bottles of Dunwall Red, never mind which, and fetch a clean glass. Well, I'll begin again tomorrow.
Pleased to meet you, Master Corvo. I saw you at court in happier days, but you might not remember. I was once a close ally to the Lord Regent, Hiram Burroughs, back when he was just the spy master. He's one manipulative bastard, I can tell you that.
You get a Windows 7 Whopper. What in the hell? Okay. Alright. I think that's enough futzing about. Let's get to progress. So this is our room, such as it is. I remember there was like some advertising that this room was going to be like your main hub for the game, and you would like gradually fill it with the stuff that you stole from like missions. Alright. I'll go to sleep now. Somewhere else. It looks perfectly normal, if sort of weird blue glowy outside. Someone's bricked us in. That's such a cool reveal shot. This game has, like I keep saying it, this game has just amazing artistic direction. Just look at this. What the fuck? Strange gravity.
Hello, Corvo. Your life has taken a turn, has it not? The Empress is dead. Her precious daughter Emily is lost somewhere in the city, and you will play a pivotal role in the days to come. For this, I have chosen you and drawn you into the void. I am the outsider, and this is my mark.
Rise and
there are forces in the world and beyond the world. Great forces that men call magic. And now, these forces will serve your will. Use this newfound power. My gift to you. Come find me.
So, there's some stuff in like old advertising and trailers that implies to me that this game went through some changes, because in one of the old trailers there was Corvo in his cell and the outsider appears to you there. Fallen letter. Oh boy. But the outsider appears to you there and gives Corvo his powers, and that's how he escaped prison. Watch your step. Whoop. Emily's letter. I am very sad. They say that you are dead like mother, but I'm going to put this note in a bottle and throw it into the river because I don't believe them. Living here is very strange. I don't like it, so please comfort me if you can. Well, that one apparently never made it out because of Tweedledum and Tweedledummer over here. Oof. That's a forehead only a sister could love. Alright, now we're going to need a run-up. Whoop. Whoop. There's our main man. Just throwing his toys around. And these guys... they're a hell of a thing. These are the tall boys. They were in a whole lot of advertising, but you only see them like twice in the whole game. They are really tough to deal with. Oh, yes. I don't have the high jump yet. That comes later. they're not finger boys. Those were the ones from V for Vendetta, weren't they? The finger men.
Days that follow, your trials will be great, Corvo. Seek the ancient runes bearing my mark in the lonely places of your world, and at shrines raised in my name. These runes will grant you powers beyond those of other men. To help you find these runes, I give you this, the heart of a living thing, molded by my hands. With this heart, you will hear many secrets, and it will guide you toward my runes, no matter how they may be hidden. Listen to the heart now, and find another rune.
So now we get the heart. So we can aim this at people, and it will tell us their secrets. It's usually just like cool world building stuff.
This place is the end of all things, and the beginning.
Oof. I hope you guys have good surround sound, because that was very weird. But yeah, if that voice seems familiar, that's the fucking Empress. She's a lump now. Wait! Don't fall down.
All of time is meaningless here. Neither seconds, nor centuries.
I am gonna have to drop into here and out the bottom. Up, splat.
Someday this place will devour all the lights in the sky.
See, that line there makes me think that the end of Deathloop, or at least the ending that I picked in Deathloop, that's what's happened. Is that the void, that being where we are now, has subsumed the entire world. So these runes, those are our upgrade points. And we can use them to buy various things. Here we go. So, right now we've only got the one, so we can either get Dark Vision, which lets us see through walls, or Vitality, which just gives us a little bit of... gives us a little bit of extra health. But we can also get Bloodthirst, build up Adrenaline to trigger brutal melee fatalities. I'm probably going to just save the one that I have and get Agility, because the jump height and falling damage is really bloody useful. Shadow Kill, enemies that aren't aware turn to ash. Upgrade it and all enemies turn to ash. Possession, exactly what it sounds like. Bend Time, exactly what it sounds like. Devouring Swarm, you remember those rats that we saw during the tutorial? You can just, like, spawn a bunch, and they will just eat people. And Wind Blast. Knock down enemies and shatter doors. Can kill enemies by throwing them into walls. Alright, I'm actually going to hold on to the rune for now, and I will buy Agility later.
How you use what I have given you falls upon you, as it has to the others before you. And now I return you to your world, but know that I will be watching with great interest.
Right. Uh-oh. It is real. Alright. Now, we are going to get a bit of a head start, because I have all the DLC packs installed, so we're going to get a bunch of bone charms and a whole bunch of money. So I'll look through those in a second. I'm just going to grab them all first. Journal of Granny Rags. I'm not going to look at those because they have spoilers.
Has spread downriver, as far as the river mouth
Royal Spy. Personal members. Okay, what's this? Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, it's just her and Burroughs writing notes about Corvo. Alright, so if we go to Bone Charms, I now have a fuckload. Power effects are slightly improved. White rats won't attack you. White rats can be consumed. Shot whiskey bottles explode with greater intensity. Damage resistance. Wind sword versus... Oh yes, if you attack into someone who's attacking you, then you occasionally clash. Drop assassinations give health. Swim speed increased. Enemies miss with arrows and bolts. I don't know how much that comes up. Breaking glass is quieter. You can see further looking through keyholes. Breathing capacity. We'll take Void Channel for now. I'll leave everything else off for the time being, and I will equip other stuff later. So what's this? Gadgets. Oh, I see. That just gives me... Wow. These DLC things actually kind of overpowered, huh? Who knew? Alright.
Did I clear space for Samuel then?
If you like, but he won't use it.
Why?
He can't sleep in regular beds anymore, or that's what he says. Says he was in the Navy too long. Can you believe it?
Oh.
That pile of wood out there? It's a hovel he built from an old rowboat. Where does Admiral Havelock find these people, I wonder?
Indeed. So, now, if I pull out the heart and aim it at this lady, Lydia...
The other servants don't like her. Somewhere in the basements below, Hound kills Hound, and money changes hands.
It's not relevant to her.
Work is never done for the lowly servant. Such laughter, and they're singing the old songs, linking arms. But that was from a happier time.
So yeah, it's never anything like super relevant, but it's like fun world building. But now we have, there we go, we can now see that there's a rune way over there, now in the water. Let's have Blink ready. Swimming is generally not a good idea because the local wildlife is usually not thrilled to see you. There we go. So now that should get me, yes, agility. So now if you hold jump, whoop, I now have a double jump. Oh, what am I stuck on? There we go. Alright, let's go chat to the good Admiral. Come on, whoop, there we go. There's the hovel that Samuel's apparently been living in. Just gonna steal his map. Alright, so let's get our first mission. Well, actually, let's also hear some of the Admiral's secrets.
Admiral Havelock has seen more corpses than all the rest put together.
That stereo panning is bending my brain a little bit.
He has killed whales and men for profit and pleasure. He has the bloodlust. He tried to seize control of the military after the Empress. After she, the Empress, was murdered.
Well,
that's a memory that I see there.
First off, I know that assassination is dark business, but sometimes good men have to do bad things to make the world right. Our purpose is clear. We want to restore Her Majesty's line by finding and putting Emily Cauldron on the throne. To those ends, we'll hide, act in shadow, take them apart, piece by piece. Tonight, High Overseer Campbell dies by your hand. It won't be easy. He's protected by his overseers, an army of religious zealots. But if anyone can do it, you can. Your exploits are legendary. Campbell carries a private journal. Once you've eliminated him, get the journal, because we think it contains Emily's location. Recovering her is obviously critical, assuming she's alive. That's the gist of it. Remember our cause and strike true. We're counting on you.
We mentioned before that
Campbell is holding a former overseer by the name of Martin. He's one of us, and if you manage to find him, give him whatever help you can. He's a master strategist, and he got caught working for our cause. It'd be good to have him back here at the Hound Pits.
Easy enough. But yeah, mentioned before that having Corvo be mute was kind of a mistake. That's one of the things that...
Oh, Corvo? If you've a moment.
Hi.
Corvo. Hello. I'm Callista. I work here for Admiral Havelock. I'm sorry to intrude on your business, but this is important. I suspect you're going to kill the High Overseer. That wretched man. There's really no reason for you to listen to me. But my uncle, Jeff Kernow, still serves as captain in the City Watch. But he's a good man, and my only family. The chatter in servant circles is that Campbell just took delivery of an exotic poison. And I think I know why. My uncle's not corruptible like the rest of them. Campbell is going to poison my uncle. Do you think you could protect him? You used to do that, right? Before you had your current profession. Before you became an assassin.
Alright. Let's see if we can ensure Captain Kernow will be alright. So many awkward pauses. Yeah, and Corvo doesn't say a bloody word. I'm glad that they changed that in the next game.
Part of the soul live in the heart.
I overheard the Admiral at breakfast talking about the
that means
Overseers.
that the spirit
That's all
is
I heard.
never released into
And I think it's better if I don't know too much about what you people are doing.
a heart beating forever with electricity, but what does that mean for any essence trapped within? It'd be easier if I created these processes in waking hours. I am uneasy pursuing avenues that emanate from my dream.
He's my uncle, and he means a lot to me. His name is Jeff Kernow. Captain Jeff Kernow.
Yeah, I remember him from the prologue. But the problem is, in a writing standpoint, is it just means that like
Just
Corvo
wondering,
doesn't have
sir, if
any
you thought about
initiative.
perhaps seeing Piero before venturing into the Overseer's nest. I'd recommend going with the best gear you can get together.
Good plan. Let's go see if we can track down Piero. I've got a bunch of money from those DLC packs, so... Is he around up here? There he is. What's up, Chuckles?
What can I do for you?
So... I could just buy a rune off him. Let's improve the old crossbow, because a silent pistol is never a bad idea. There we go. Just get all of them. Pistol reload. Mask optics. Let's at least try and pretend that we're going to be doing this stealthy style. I'll leave the pistol upgrades for if things do consistently go to hell. Let's get a zoom in. That'll do for now. So now I can just squint real hard.
Ready to go? Just give the signal.
I like the little welcome map that he had. What the hell? Sorry, we'll be right back. Okay. Sorry about that. My dad's doing some construction upstairs and set the fire alarm off. There's no damage, just... Okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. High Overseer Campbell leads the city's militant religious faction as a close ally to the Lord Regent. Campbell is completely corrupt and holds the secret to Emily's location. Infiltrate the office of the High Overseer, steal Campbell's journal, and eliminate him. An ally to the Loyalists, Martin is being held there. Free him and allow him to escape. Yeah, it's fine. The thing is that all of the fire alarms in the house are linked wirelessly, so if one goes off, all of them go off.
Used to be to go straight up Clavering Boulevard, but now it's not so easy. Half the city's dead of the plague. The other half's fighting over what's left. City Watch still holds the bigger streets, and they've set up those wall of light checkpoints. A man walks through one of those, and he ends up burned to a crisp. Everything not controlled by the City Watch is gang territory. Then there are the real odd birds living on the fringes like that Granny Rags. They say she's nuts.
Don't doubt it. Anyone who goes by the name Granny Rags is probably not one to mess with. Alright, so he's going to hang out here. Wait for us to come back. Roast a nice rat on a stick.
Let's go. But easy, damn it. Keep him in the boat. Canal's got enough shit in it as it is.
So there's a rune, bunch of bone charms around.
Half the city's dead.
Hey!
3 more months.
What is it? I think that last one was moving.
What?
Yeah, the little one.
Move a bit further under the bridge.
Keep working.
Well, he ain't moving no more.
Yeah, not after a drop like that. Let's get rid of you.
1, 2, 3. Good. Keep them coming.
So the civilians in this game won't bother with you, but I'm still gonna. Yeah, they don't mind you being around. It's only the watch guards that are concerned at all.
Following direct contact with an infected or weeping individual, you are required to remain in isolation for 2 continuous days. If signs of infection
2
occur,
days.
report for transport to the flooded district.
2 days, eh?
1, 2, 3, heave!
So 2 guys plus the captain. You know, I didn't plan for this game to be topical, but hey.
1, 2, 3, heave!
Oh crap.
You won't stay hidden for long.
I think I got away with that. Lockwork malfunction. Oh yeah, I forgot the order you unlock bone charms is random, so that'll be different things for each run. Anyway, grenades take slightly more time to explode. Whoop-de-fucking-do. It's just a poem. Let's maybe not go back across the bridge, because I think I have upset them. Well, I will gladly keep skulking around, because you've got no idea I'm here.
Under everything. I guess everything's all right.
Yep.
I know you're somewhere around here.
Go back to your work.
Attention Dunwall citizens. This is a special announcement from our honorable
Oh crap.
Regent.
This is the Lord Regent speaking. It is with regret that I announce that my term as Lord Regent has been extended through the month of harvest and potentially beyond.
Well, this is going to be a real fight of a run, I think.
Remain in service to the state and are empowered whenever and wherever necessary. We owe our thanks to High Overseer Campbell
Just gonna
for
loop
the
all the bodies.
generous loan of their services.
Yeah. Oh, he fell over.
Someone please! Someone help me!
So why the hell did he get alerted? Right, here. Holger Square, that's where I want to go. Old Dunwall Distillery. Clavering Boulevard, right. But there's a wall of light in the way. I need to get around.
Attention, Dunwall City.
I go this way.
Report all deceased family members to the local dead counter. Unreported deaths are a punishable offense.
Garbage, garbage, all.
Oh.
I think the little birdies are sad today.
She's just throwing crap. So you must be Granny Rags then.
Oh no, that's not a nice thing. Just...
Oh. What the hell? She's vanished.
I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen.
Long ago, Granny Rags danced at court. Men
I think the
begged
little
to marry
birdies
her.
are sad today.
Yeah, I don't think that's what's happening anymore.
Is that you, my dear husband? My eyes aren't what they used to be. Have you seen my little birdies? Ah, the dear things must be starving without their granny. Here, birdies. Here. Oh, my. I think I have gentlemen callers again, but not the way I used to, not the nice ones. I hear them, and they're not very polite ones either. Granny Rags, let us in. Ah, well, they'll go away again if they know what's good for them, but what a bother. Here's the key to the front door, love. You'll see to those ruffians, won't you?
I certainly can. So they're right out the front. But we're not going to go out the front.
Granny, come out with me instead. Granny, you can't because you're dead.
So, I'm going to get...
Let us in, Granny. I bet she can't even hear us. She's blind, not deaf.
We're here to do your washing.
She's not stupid either. Have it your way. We're here to take your money, Granny. We're wasting our time. How much could she have? She digs in trash for a living. Let's get a drink. I'm dry as an overseer's prick. She's been digging for 80 years. Must have found something. Hear that, Granny? Whatever you got, Slackjaw gets a cut. Nothing personal. Just Bottle Street rule. Shit, here you are.
And... dealt with. That's easy.
If I was a birdie, I'd want to eat that. Yes, I would, indeed.
I love how she just
my
stands
dear.
around muttering
I
to herself.
knew you'd help me with those ill-mannered boys. My brave man. Listen, Granny has a birthday present for you.
Thank you, Granny.
I got it from the outsider, and now I'm giving it to you. Go on. It's upstairs. On the vanity. I think you'll cut a nice figure with it. Remember how we used to dance? Our parties were even grander than those at the Boyle Manor. Everyone wanted to come.
She has fallen way down from grace.
Granny, come out with me.
This is the vanity, apparently.
I hope you like the little gift I got for you.
Yeah.
It's the least I could do for turning those louts away. I can't bear these Bottle Street children. Ruffians, every last one of them. Rotten apples. And that slack-jaw is the worst lot. You know what I just thought of? You could do something else for me. Another little favor. And I'd give you another present. Another lovely
like presents.
carved from the bones of a dead whale. Do you remember my doctor, dear? Dr. Galvani? Now there was a clever man. He's got all sorts of nasty rat guts and disease in his laboratory. Wouldn't it be a shame if some of that mess found its way into the Bottle Street Gang's elixir still? That'd teach him. See to it, dear. I'll find you another present just like the first. Galvani lives on Clavering Boulevard, or at least he used to. Those were the days. Now run off. My baby birdies are hungry. So precious.
Eesh. She freaks me out.
You'll have to go, or they won't come.
Speaking of, if we go down here...
Get out.
She's not mega thrilled about it, but... she's got a little shrine in the back garden.
Be careful, Corvo. They call her Granny Rags. You wouldn't recognize her real name, or even the name of her family, but an emperor begged for her hand once, and rich young men fought each other for her favor. I watched her consider them all, measure their worth, and find them wanting. Then, she made a different choice. You're on your way to face the High Overseer, the leader of a great cult dedicated to loathing me. What will you do, I wonder?
He clearly hasn't been paying attention in the last hour and a half if he's wondering what I'm going to do.
Shut the door. No peeking.
Okay. Leave you to whatever the hell you're up to. Alright. Do I have enough to do anything exciting? Bloodthirsty. Shadow Kill. Yeah, you know what? Shadow Kill is going to be endlessly useful. Goodies. Sleep darts. This Granny's got to get to sleep somehow. Ew. That didn't take long. Is this the right way? Ah, yes.
That's not what we heard.
It was just a cold.
Are you sure? Because you know we have to check you over. And there's an inspection fee.
To the void with Bottle Street and to the void with you. Let me out.
Oh, you don't want to talk to us like that. Fact is, Bottle Street is here to take its cut. So reach into your pockets and let's get this done. Yeah, and the inspection fee. Keep away, or I'll slit your record for you. Come on, let's get...
These guys make it too easy. Hey, bud.
I owe you, brother. I want to ask about the mask. I wouldn't want my face seen either, pulling a stunt like that. You know what? I'll return the favor. Come by Griff's shop. That's my business. Well, it was, at one time, but now I'm reduced to scavenging things from here and there as the city dies. If you need anything, I wouldn't mind trading for a little money. Maybe someday the plague will blow over and everything will go back to normal. But until then, it's scavenging for me.
What have you
Wanna look
got?
at some of the things I found? Good prices, I swear.
Let's see what you found. Anything useful? Okay. More zoom. And that lets me just buy health kits. Yeah, might as well just buy both of them. Buy some bolts. That'll do. By the sound of it.
Huh?
I'm just gonna eat all this tinned garbage. Here we go. Hoppa. Bone charm. A sailor's blessing, they say. The carving itself is a practice from long back, passed on from father to son, old man Salt to Greenhorn still getting his sea legs beneath him. In the old times, men cut the tusks of ice seals into the arm-long fangs of bears that roamed the isles north of Tyria. Once the whale trade began, the practitioners went to engraving the bones of those great beasts, rendering charms that sing in the night and grant some small boon to a man's vigour or defence against pregnancy. Aha. Didn't do you dudes any favour. So what did I pick up? Swift Shadow. Ah, that's a good one. So now I actually move faster while crouched than I do upright. I remember reading something that it is possible to get duplicates of bone charms, and they stack. So you can do some pretty dumb shit.
Oh, stupid goddamn.
Gramble, gramble. Up and over.
Hey, can I buy your ration of elixir from today?
Come on, keep scooting. Ooh. Some cash. See, the trick is, just don't go down onto street level and you'll never have any trouble. Okay. Bunny's offices. So he's got a safe. Okay. Unused room back here. Nothing in here, though.
Wait, did you touch the door handle to Dr. Galvani's lab?
Yeah, I think so.
He's got a key on his belt.
Then you have to scrub. The rats get their vital essences everywhere, the doctor said.
Vital essences? Does that mean guts?
I think so. So your hands need scrubbing. You're unclean.
Unclean? That's nonsense. Can't we just...
No, I told you. With rubbing alcohol or white vinegar.
All right, all right. What is he doing there all day? Ambrose says he breeds rats that carry the plague.
Your friends are ignorant. The doctor is a brilliant man. If anyone can save this city, it's him.
The royal physician is going to save us. I hear his new elixir is twice as good against the plague.
I don't understand how Galvani can admire Sokolov. Royal physician or not, I hear tell he's a beast. A superstitious philanderer who spends more time with prostitutes than he does in the laboratory.
Is this what it's going to be like when we're married? It is, isn't it?
I hope not. I'm telling you now, I don't have the endurance for it.
Let's see if we can catch up to that guy and get the key off his belt. The rat guts are upstairs somewhere. We go. Okay. Full on standard bullets.
What?
Nothing. Don't want to kill the maids if I can avoid it.
It was nothing after all.
Yep, nothing. Just a very large man in a big coat.
I have to keep this position, He says to bring a bottle, I bring a bottle. He says to bring food, I bring food. He says to undress, I undress.
What the hell?
I told her to keep the children inside. I told her.
There we go. Where'd the big boy go? There we go. Sleep done. Spiritual remedy. Dr. Galvani's journal. I've been invited to a soiree at the Boyle Estate. Of course I won't attend. The 28th day of the 7th month, the month of high cold, is the day I met Anton Sokolov at the Academy. Why would I tarnish the anniversary of the most important day of my life by licking aristocratic boots? I have no time for fools. I will be solving the riddle of this plague. Perhaps I'll raise a cup of Tivian Red. Okay, how was that a mission clue? Ah, 287. Let's go check that safe then. Where'd the maid go? Sounds like the guard's upstairs. There you are. You know what? You are going to have a nap. Hopefully without choking on your own tongue. 28th. Nope, not paying attention. The 8th of January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Don't understand how that's the month of high cold in the middle of July, but I guess the calendars work differently around here. Okay. Oh.
Ha! You little bastard.
I'm gonna... You can go to sleep. Because you, I know, are fairly blameless. Cleaning instructions. Ms. Benton. I guess that's the maid lady. When cleaning my study, I ask that you constrain your efforts strictly to the floors. Please at all costs refrain from attempting to clean or arrange my bookshelf. In fact, it would be best if you just keep away from it altogether. Otherwise, I'll have to reconsider the terms of your employment. Since I'll be out of the city for a few days, I've left next week's pay as well. Bank was closed, so I'm afraid it's short by half. You can count on me for the remainder of next week, of course. Nobody should come in here because both the people are asleep. Galvani. The latest case should arrive within a week, containing all the components you need. Be careful with the white phosphorus. Can't have you getting Fossy Jaw like the Tanners. Oh no, Fossy Jaw. That's horrible. That's a real nasty ailment if you've ever... don't look it up. It's nasty. Basically, it eats the cartilage, like, around your ear, and your jaw comes off. It's horrible. Sorry you have to practice in secret. The vivisection should be celebrated, revered even. Cutting up rats should be done in the town square with a crowd of eager students taking notes, not in some dirty little secret room hidden behind a wall of books. Ah, that's why he doesn't want to fiddle with the bookshelf. Anyway, lucky for you I have an old friend who never left the academy. Let me know what else you need, but remember it might be a month before I can put together another shipment. Yours in knowledge, Artemis Moore. Procurement Cloak and Provisioner, Academy of Natural Philosophy. P.S. Next time you're nearby, come in for an afternoon. We've stayed fairly insulated from the plague since so few come and go here. We've got quite the stock of Tivian brandy. Come by and get pissed. Alright, so we'll inspect that in a second. Let's just poke around here for a moment.
Obviously, the plague rat is distinct from the ordinary rat. But in what respect? In size and the coarseness of its fur, and I believe in intelligence, although the experiments there are not complete. Coriander's Zoological Survey describes only the ordinary rat, which means plague rats have only been here for 5 or 7 years at most. This was not a gradual migration. Could they have been introduced on purpose?
Perhaps by a foreign power.
Right. You know, if you're gonna have, like, a secret room behind a bookshelf, maybe don't have your bookshelf on treads. Alright. Give me them guts. Whole bunch of dosh. Anything else around? Turned his bathroom into a workshop. Okay, nothing else around. So let's go head back out to the distillery. And let's go antagonise us some gangsters. There we go. Ooh. So that honk that you just heard is a warning that you are getting too close to a wall of light that is hostile to you. Hello, there's a... Oh god. Ow! Perfect landing. Ooh, that's an undignified way to die. Mother's journal. Oh boy, who's ready for some grimdark? 4th day of the month of rain. Morris is sick and so are the children. I've avoided thus far, which is good fortune since it has fallen on me to care for them. City watch comes and goes, knocking on doors and asking for signs of plague. Even our neighbours cannot be trusted. Earlier it was difficult to keep the children quiet. Now they sleep most of the time. The flies have set in. I try to keep them away, but I can barely get close. They sting so. Most of the time Morris won't answer me when I try to talk to him from across the room. Morris is gone. I don't know what I'll do. For now, all my hope is reserved for the children. Leaving the flat for a while near dawn, I found some plague bags from a guard booth when no one was around. It took a while, but I got Morris into one of the bags. At least his face is covered. Young Robert has passed. The star of my sky is gone. Speed ahead a while. Elise stopped breathing in the middle of the night. She was such a headstrong girl, I can hardly believe she was overcome. She was always near as I cut up hagfish or vegetables, arguing with me about everything. It's the 4th day of the month of wind. It has settled in that they are lost to me. Cannot bring myself to call the dead counter. I have the fever now, no guards come near anymore. Oof. Yuck. That's... Oh, timeless children's rhymes. Oh no, that's sad. I'm leaving. I don't want to... Oh damn it, that doesn't lead anywhere. Pull on those. Ah, the rewire tool. This is a fun one. Disable security devices or make them work in your favour by using a rewire tool. So with this we can invert the friend-foe relation on walls of light and arc pylons. So we can use that to lure people through, which is always a good laugh, because the first 2 or 3 guys never see it coming. Now, to the distillery, which is down this way. Come on, there we go. Hatters fires the first shot, but the Bottle Street gang fired the last. Alright. Anything useful? There's a path up this way, that'll do.
This is one odd bird. Consorts with crazies, does rituals and the like, bone charms and such.
You sound afraid.
Damn right I am. Down ain't no ordinary man. Touched by the outsider he is, given dark powers. He can slit your throat across the room.
Well, that'd give him a leg up for sure.
It's no coincidence that most men won't even whisper his name.
Is it true that he lives in the flooded district? With them weepers and wild hounds?
That's what they say. Perfect place for a paid killer to hide.
Now, who does that sound like that we've seen? A phantom with an army of shadows who can slit your throat from across the room. Ooh, a grenade. Won't use those unless I have to, but...
You got lucky. When you're this handsome, you don't need luck.
Face like a hagfish.
Pay up. Don't be sour.
Say, when's Slackjaw coming down?
Not till the next batch of elixirs done. He'll want to check on things.
Then you better get all your shit together, huh?
Everything's fine. I run the still like I run a game of Nancy.
Yeah. Not fast enough.
Nancy is a fictional card game that these guys played. The special edition of this game actually came with a deck of cards and instructions on how to play Nancy.
Blow off, Choffer.
They're all chatting with one another. There we go. Now I've got the key. Here we go. Bone charm at the far end there. Carefully.
So he goes, not to the Abbey or the office of the High Overseer, but one of the other places, where they train the Overseers to be real religious.
Crazy.
He just wants to know
These
where his
guys.
brother's gone. He sneaks in. You know Eddie. Brilliant at it when he's sober. See something?
I know.
Somebody, get over here! I'm gonna...
Well. Oh, ah! I forgot those guys can do a flame spit attack. You have met your demise. Alright, let's try that again. Okay. Get up to the top.
So he goes, not to the Abbey or the office of the High Overseer.
There we
but
are, they
one of
shouldn't
the
be able to
other
see me up here.
where they train the Overseers to be real religious.
Crazy.
He just wants to know where his brother's gone. He sneaks in. You know Eddie. Brilliant at it when he's sober.
I remember. Brimsley job, hidden the dumbwaiter all night.
Yeah.
That's
So
a
he
hell of
goes
a way to
from
do
room
it.
room, kids sleeping. An overseer giving a lecture to the kids. Couple guys training with those hounds.
Stuff you'd expect.
But it gets weird. Some kind of machinery. Then a woman laughing, just laughing and laughing. Then music. A kind of plinky, plonky sound. That's what spooked him.
You sure he wasn't drunk?
Says he still hears it at night. He never did find his brother.
So if you didn't guess already, the Overseers are not a fun bunch.
That's an East Lever, Rodney. Okay, I got one.
Wow, that was some bad delivery.
Okay, here goes. The noble
Whoop.
the scullery so loudly they made quite a riot. The nobleman's wife took the butcher at night, carved herself some peace and quiet.
Sharing dirty limericks. Okay, Bone Charm's in the next room.
Yeah, that's the gist.
Go. Come on, climb. Wait, where the heck is it? Oh, it's up in the rafters there. Oh, damn it, I'm on the wrong side of the barrels. If you can tell, I quite like the blink in this game. There's a dude down there. Wow, that's got range on it. I thought you needed to upgrade it before you could go that far. Thank you for breaking my fall. Here we go, elixir still. Got the key so I can just go straight in. Now we have a spring razor. These are silent landmines. Trigger as an enemy approaches and throwing up a cloud of shrapnel. Elixir accounts. Okay. It's no use. Bootleg still instructions. No free swigs. Well, no one's getting shit. If you want to, you can take all these empty... There's various empty elixir bottles around here. You can carry them over and fill them up with the elixir to get free health kits. I'm not going to bother because I'm already full. Oh, thank God. Alright, and then we're going to dip out the back. Getting jumped on and stabbed while you run away is a hell of a way to go. Like, you're just minding your own business and then dead. Yeah! Okay.
What?
Nope, nothing. Yeah, like, do you think he even knows what hit him? Or is it just like, does he even get, like, a moment of realization? Or is it just, like, cut to black? God damn it, he's watching the... Wait, hang on. No, that costs... Oh, God, I don't even have... Okay. I was going to use the rat and dip out that way, but... I don't have possession, and I don't have anywhere near enough runes to get possession. Also, I didn't actually check what the bone charm was I picked up. Throw stuff further. Not useful. Bone charms are going to be shit up until at least, like, mission 4. Nothing useful in here. And I take my leave. If anything, probably just the coldness of the blade. Here we go, get up onto that rooftop and get me out. Oh God! Completely whiffed it. Here we go. Easy. And he's out. Just as easy as he came in. Nobody even slightly the wiser, apart from that one guy that I just ganked the hell out of. Alright. So, I think that's a good place to leave off for now, because we're at time. So, well, actually, you know what? Granny Rags is right here. Let's go chat with Granny. Then we'll call it a day. Ew. These guys gradually being eaten by the rats. Hey, Granny.
Off you go. I knew you wouldn't disappoint me. Now I can stroll along the waterfront in peace. And don't think I've forgotten your little gift. Go on upstairs, dear one.
The way she calls me dear is very, very unsettling.
I told him, peel it off. Peel it off so it can breathe. That will never wash.
There we go, and that's a new rune. Alright. So we'll call it a day there, and we will pick up with... Redundant studies... Wait, what? They've done studies on if you feel anything if the guillotine chopped your head off, and apparently you do feel a cold sensation where the blade slices before losing all sensation. You have a few more seconds of brain activity. Yeah! There was some French noble I remember reading about who was saying a prayer right before she got her head cut off and continued to pray like her mouth was moving after her head hit the floor, which is all kinds of freaky and fucked up. And there was another guy who got his head cut off, but his head would still react if you shouted his name. Like, that's deeply unsettling. Anyway, this is a good place to leave off. Not so much on that note, but at this point in the game. Until then, thank you all for joining me. Good night, and much love.